Hey guys, welcome to the video, and today what I'll be talking about is going to be an upper body mobility drill focusing specifically at your shoulder, focusing on any kind of pushing motions in front of your body as well as any overhead motions above your head. So, 4 exercises today. First one is going to be soft tissue work focusing on these big lat muscles here on your right hand side as well as your left hand. So using the Floss method with the foam roller. So, with the foam roller here, what you're going to do, you're going to place the foam roller on your lats, laying on the floor for me. The idea here is that you are going to tack the muscle down, which means basically placing the foam roller and the lat on top of each other. And from here, you're going to rotate and explore a little bit to find any bits of tightness that you might have. Rotations, maybe about 4 or 5 repetitions here. You do find a tight spot, you're going to tack the muscle down, applying more pressure towards the foam roller. You're then going to move from your shoulder either forwards and backwards, about 4 to 5 repetitions, and then from here you're going to bring your hand from this position above your head, again tacking and flossing and exploring any potential tight bits that you might have in and around your lats. You're then going to do the exact same procedure, but this time go down maybe 1 or 2 inches down your lat, exact same thing, moving your hand from forward position back behind, and then from here overhead and down, again 4 or 5 repetitions in each plane of motion. The next one you're going to focus on here is going to be a 2D complex, focusing again on your shoulder. So you're going to grab your TheraBand and placing it opposite hand, opposite foot, like so. The focus here, you're always thinking about that shoulder socket where your upper arm is nice and flush inside that shoulder socket. So the prompts I want you to always have when doing any kind of shoulder mobility stuff are going to be shoulders down and shoulders back. Now you see here I'm starting with my hand in line with my shoulder because you want to make sure this is always an exercise which is passively having tension in it opposed to simply just dropping the arm from there. So what this looks like, again, always starting here, shoulders down, shoulders back. You're going to bring this band diagonally up towards the ceiling, focusing on, again, the upper arm staying within that joint, slowly going back down in line with your shoulder. Again, focusing on the position here. What I don't want to see from you is you using a trap to bring your arm up. Again, nice and flush, focusing on the stability as well as the coordination within your shoulder joint to keep it in this position, holding it here, moving up as high as you can, keeping that shoulder position of 5 to 10 seconds, and bring back down to start position. Your aim around about 10 to 15 reps on one arm and then on the other arm. The next one is going to be your upper mobility complex, focusing on a band like so. And this is one of the lighter ones. You can use potentially a lighter one still, but I'll be using a yellow one. So, placing the bands on your wrists, going up against the wall just for frame of reference. Your hands are going to be out to the side. So again, passive tension here, where I'm thinking about bringing my hands apart. Again, same prompts of shoulders down and shoulders back. One hand sit absolutely still. The other hand here, you are going to bring it to 3 points. Middle, top right, and bottom right. So from here, what I'm going to do, keeping constant tension again the whole entire time, nothing is going to be too fast. Nice and still, bringing my arm to the right hand side for a count of 5 seconds, and then back towards the center for a count of 5 seconds. Then going to the top right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bring it down to the bottom right. Exact same thing, making sure the opposite hand is staying nice and still throughout the whole entire motion. You can do this on one arm and do the exact same thing on the other, focusing again, my shoulder is down, my shoulder is back, and all the posterior muscles on my shoulder, all the muscles that are associated with keeping the upper arm within that joint will be working and obviously functioning from there. And the last and final one that I want you to do is going to be with a band up against a door or wrapped around any kind of pillar. It's going to be your rotation and your press. Again, same idea here, shoulders down and shoulders back, thinking about the relationship between the upper arm and the shoulder joint. So again, opposite arm, opposite leg, passive tension in the band, and from here, what you're going to do, back and down with the shoulders as always, leading with your elbow out towards your side, keeping the shoulder joint in this position, either retracted one, rotating from the shoulder, and then pressing overhead, and then back down to the start. Key prompts here, what I don't want to see from you is that I want you to again see you hiking up your shoulder. You're looking to promote this down and back position as you're retracting from the shoulder blade, working on those posterior muscles, and at the same time, as you rotate and as you're pressing, just to challenge the shoulder joint in different planes of motions. 15 on one arm and 15 on the other arm. And that is the mobility drill I want you to do prior to your push sessions as well as your overhead press sessions as well.